vehicles, drones, especially tactical and kamikaze types, have played a crucial role against ground forces in modern warfare doctrines. The Ukraine-Russia war stands out as one of the most striking examples of this transformation. We will examine compilations of recent FPV drone strikes and how these drones have weakened Russian logistics lines. Stay tuned. One of the most remarkable clips shows a Russian soldier attempting to shield himself from an incoming FPV drone using a cargo sled. As you may know, FPV drones are equipped with explosives and have high destructive power, making such protection methods highly ineffective. As a result, this attempt fails. The drone operator successfully targets the soldier, ending his life. In another clip, a Russian soldier pretends to be dead in an effort to avoid being detected by a drone, something we've seen quite frequently. Some Russian troops deployed to front lines lack sufficient knowledge about drones. They resort to unusual tactics to avoid being attacked. The drone gets extremely close, and we can see the soldier's eyes open, tracking it. This leads to panic, and the soldier attempts to shoot the drone, but fails and is eliminated by the device. Ukrainian drones also strike Russian troops moving unaware of surveillance. A bomb is dropped on two soldiers walking on a path, seriously injuring one of them. The footage does not reveal the fate of the other. Ukraine's 30th Mechanized Brigade launched a drone attack on a Russian forward operation base. The explosion causes Russian soldiers inside to panic and flee. The first strike disables a Silic M1 electronic warfare system used for anti-drone defense. Follow-up strikes trigger secondary explosions, damaging shelters and equipment. Two Russian soldiers hiding in another bunker are also taken out by drone operators. Elsewhere, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone detects three Russian soldiers, including a wounded one, retreating to a basement shelter in a ruined building. Shortly after, a drone carrying explosives enters the shelter and detonates, collapsing the structure and burying the soldiers inside. Artillery continues to play a key role. In one documented attack, a Russian supply truck is set ablaze. The burning vehicle is later seen moving uncontrollably along the road. Whether this movement was intentional or due to mechanical failure remains uncertain. Reconnaissance drones have also proven decisive against Russian drone teams. In one case, a Ukrainian UAV spots a Russian soldier preparing for a launch inside a ruined building. Shortly after, an FPV drone crashes into the building and explodes, likely neutralizing the entire crew. Ukrainian forces continue to capitalize on repeated Russian tactical errors. In one instance, a Russian armored personnel carrier filled with soldiers attempts an assault but is struck by a drone hovering above. The result? Heavy losses and a failed infantry push. In the Donbass region, Ukraine's 54th Mechanized Brigade captured footage of a Russian reconnaissance patrol using civilian vehicles. The patrol's panicked retreat upon encountering a Ukrainian tank was clearly recorded by drone cameras. In northern Donetsk, in a suburb with intense fighting, Russia's vehicle-borne or improvised explosive attacks have seen limited success. In one case, a Russian soldier directs an explosive-laden vehicle toward Ukrainian positions and flees. However, the vehicle is destroyed shortly afterward, likely by a mine or anti-tank weapon. In the past 24 hours, Ukrainian and Russian forces engaged in 148 clashes along the front line. The most intense fighting reportedly took place in the directions of Kharkov, Lyman, Teret, and Kursk. According to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Russian losses continue to rise. Within a single day, 1,240 soldiers were killed or wounded, and more than 270 pieces of weaponry and military equipment were destroyed. New footage has emerged from an action camera mounted on an American volunteer, a former U.S. Marine, fighting alongside Ukrainian forces in Luba-Kursk region. The video shows Ukrainian soldiers reaching a building, encountering Russian troops inside, and neutralizing two of them using a grenade and small arms fire. In Donetsk region, Ukrainian special forces conducted a successful clearing operation. Several Russian soldiers were eliminated, and important communication equipment was seized. The capture of these devices facilitated Ukraine's advance and laid the groundwork for operational goals in the area. Ukrainian units continue to demonstrate superiority in drone warfare. In the village of Demodeka, Belgorod region, fiber-optic FPV kamikaze drone operators destroyed a Russian vehicle and precisely targeted enemy troops hiding in buildings. In another area, a Russian FPV fitter drone attack aimed at delivering supplies to Ukrainian soldiers was intercepted and shot down in time, preventing both casualties and disruption of the supply chain. Near the village of Kryobyanka in the Donetsk region, a Ukrainian FPV drone struck a Russian T-80BVM tank directly through the driver's hatch, detonating the internal ammunition and completely destroying the vehicle. Near the village of Torsk, eastern Donetsk, 5 Russian assault units attempted a direct offensive in an open field. Ukrainian forces immediately responded with artillery and FPV drone strikes, neutralizing the attackers and halting their advance. Despite suffering heavy losses, Russian forces reportedly occupied the village of Alexandreo in Donetsk Oblast, according to Ukrainian military analysis Deep State. Russian troops also managed to push deeper into Ukrainian positions in the village of Uzbenko.